Good morning, Oklahoma. As if you're in the Old Mulgee, Morris area, you're probably waking up to some tornado warning sirens. We do have line of severe thunderstorms that is capable of producing spin ups along this front line. Currently here near Old Mulgee and Morris. Let's go ahead and switch over to our velocity. Let's see what we got here. Move back here to the Oklahoma to Tulsa site. See this area right here, this little notch just north of Morris. That's what we're looking at as they as this cell moves across this area here. Zoom in here. We Pumpkin Center, Morris, just north of Morris here, just as it moved to the north of Old Mulgee. This line of radar indicated rotation, as you see here for Old Mulgee County, until 6 a.m. So about 19 more minutes as this line moves across. This is the area that we're looking at. This is the radar indicated rotation as it moves through Morris area here. Now as we go back up here looking at the rest of this line, area rotation, you can see pretty defined here on this as we zoom out near just like I say, just north of Morris. Not really showing any debris signature or anything of that nature here lying along this line here. Let's go ahead and put this into motion. Going back to the radars now here. This is the area of rotation that we are watching coming in north of Morris, so Mulligan County. You need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time if you're not already, as this line pushes through the area. They have extended this thunderstorm watch now into parts of northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri. If we have any listeners over there, we do have another tornado warning now down south near southern southeastern Cleveland, northwestern Pottawatomie, and southeastern McLean counties. It's this line here. Let's jump back over here to the Oklahoma City radar. You can see a pretty good notch to find there. Let's take a look at that on velocities. It's not as predominant as it once was, but definitely something that we're going to have to keep watching. Back up here near the Tulsa Metro, near Old Mulgee, eastern Old Mulgee County, currently under a tornado warning. Right here, this is the area rotation as it's moving to the northeast of the town of Morris. Appears to be moving more to the southeast as it was north of Morris. Aram, You guys will have to be taking your tornado precautions as line of rotation is near you. You need to be taking tornado precautions. Council Hill, Hitachi, Wichita, Boynton, Wainwright. Definitely need to be paying attention to this line of storms as it's coming through the area. Generally, these are short-lived spin-ups, but they can stay on the ground for a little while. So we definitely need to be taking our tornado precautions at this time. This line of severe thunderstorms is reaching from Miami all the way down just south of Norman, near Maysville, Lindsay, Pauls Valley. Right now, our area of focus for northeast Oklahoma is here near Morris. As you see, they have reissued this tornado warning for this area here. Let's pull it up on velocities so you guys can see it. Right in here, this is the area rotation that we are watching. It appears to weaken at this time. These QLCS spin-ups are quite common for these type of storms, especially in the northeastern part of the state. Watch this area here in Mayes County as well as it moves in towards Delaware County. Let's go ahead and put this in motion here. Yeah, we're only have to watch this area for a possible another spin up. As you can see, winds coming into this and winds around it. You see that rotational motion right there. This area rotation appears to be weakening as it's moving to the eastern part of Omogi County. This is scheduled to expire at 6 a.m. They might go ahead and allow it to expire sooner. We'll see what happens there. Or cancel that tornado warning if conditions. Back here near Frederick, Tipton, Altus area, we do have a line of storms that looks like it's capable of producing some hail. Um, right now, it's just a general weather statement. Yeah, looking at 50-mile-an-hour winds, half-inch size hail possible with this storm here. But right now, we're on air because we do have a tornado warning near Okmulgee, eastern Okmulgee County, near the town of Morris. Last scan, that area rotation was weakening. See what we got here. Area rotation might be moving on as it's common for this type of system. The spinning will the area rotation will spin up this line if possible, moving to the northeast. This whole line is moving to the east. 70-mile-an-hour winds here near the Choteau, north of Wagner area. As this line's moving north of Wagner, Holbert, Tahlequah. Looked like they were going to issue a, there it is, this thunderstorm warning now for Muskogee County. Coming off of this line here, we'll see if as that line moves into Muskogee County, if they're going to extend that tornado warning or if they're going to let it expire or cancel it. This whole line of storms is moving east at 45 miles an hour, 70-mile-an-hour wind gust as it moves across the area. Back down here near Pauls Valley. Switch back over here. See how this area rotation is handling out. It appears to have broadened out quite a ways. We'll see if the National Weather Service out of Norman is going to allow this to expire or cancel it. But as for right now, we have to take our tornado precautions as always. Anytime we're within a tornado warning, if you're in that Stratford area, northeast of Pauls Valley, go ahead and take your tornado precautions as this line can spin up at any time as there's been rotation associated with it. This line of storms here, 60-mile-an-hour winds, tornado possible as it's moving into the Pauls Valley, Wynwood area. Wynnewood, Ada, Sulphur. Go back up here near the Tulsa Metro. We're still watching this area right here just to see if there's any additional rotation. As you see on that latest scan, I bet you they're going to allow this tornado warning to expire or cancel as this moves into Muskogee County, here near the Council Hill area, Boynton, Wainwright. Back up here, as you see this rotation here that we were watching earlier is broadened out, coming more straight line winds as this moves into Delaware County. We're still watching this. This might be trying to rotate right in this area northwest of Stratford. Zoom in here, Briars. Jump over here, look the storm from the front view. Back to our Tulsa radar site here. It appears that area rotation has moved out of the Okmulgee area, and this tornado warning will be allowed to expire at 6 o'clock. Watching for additional spin ups along this line, as is customary for back down here near Stratford. Not seeing a whole lot of rotation is still associated with this line as it's became more linear, which this one is also set to expire at 6 a.m. We might see them extend this thunderstorm watch down here into the southern eastern part of the state. Go back here to our, as you can see, this line of storms reaching all the way from the three corners here near Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma border, all the way down now towards Duncan. As we do have this other cell that is moving near Altus and Frederick, all part of this line as it moves to the east at 40 to 45 miles an hour. So they canceled that tornado warning now for Omogi County and have reissued it for northern Cherokee County. Let's go over here, take a look at this velocities. As you can see, this area here south of Mays County, the very southeastern part of Mays County, northern Cherokee County. This area rotation right here that we're watching. Let's put that in motion. You can see it's trying to turn right here. They have this moving 3 miles west of Beggs. moving east at 35 miles an hour. So if you're in the Beggs area, this area rotation, zoom in here, see it right there. Just south of Locust Grove. Beggs, Liberty, Lowry. You're in the line of this rotation as you moving to the south and east along this line here. Moody's, Lowry, Scraper, Gideon, all these areas need to be taking your tornado precautions as this is radar indicated rotation and currently have a tornado warning for your area. They've allowed all these other tornado warnings that we were watching to expire. Right now, the only one we have in the state is here in northern Cherokee County. This area rotation near the town of Beggs, just south of Locust Grove. As you can see, this couplet here, right here, as we watch it, it should be tracking to the south and east. Zoom back in. Liberty, Moody's, Ellerville, all these towns here. Definitely, if you're in this northern part of Cherokee County, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. As a custom with most of these storms, frontline spin ups here as it moves across the area. Let's watch, check, see if any additional. You see, that's a pretty bright couplet there. Checking down this line, see if there's any additional areas that the National Weather Service is looking at. You see that couplet now within the reflective that they're watching of that rotation here in northern Cherokee County, just on the Mays Cherokee County line here in the southeastern part of Mays County, northern Cherokee County, as this line is moving across the area. Appears like on that latest scan that now that area rotation is fully in. Yeah, you can definitely see it here, right along that border, northern Cherokee County. You can see that tight couplet right there near the town of Beggs, just moving north. If you're in this part of northern Cherokee County, you need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time, as this just moved into the county. And it should be moving to the east southeast at 35 miles an hour. Yeah, definitely watching this area rotation as it's moving through northern Cherokee County. As you can see, it's becoming more defined. Let's take a look at it from the Fort Smith radar. Not as defined there, cutting through those hills of Adair, Cherokee County. If you're just joining us, we are on air for this tornado warning here in northern Cherokee County near the town of Peggs. This area rotation moving to the east southeast at 35 miles an hour. Let's zoom out along this line here. We have this line of severe thunderstorms moving through the state, reaching all the way down from Duncan all the way up to the three corners. This line has been associated with numerous spin ups as it's moving across the state. Right now, we currently only have one tornado warning associated with it here in northern Cherokee County. As you see, they have now moved Mays County out of that tornado warning. Still watching this area rotation near the town of Liberty. Not sure how to pronounce that name. Tri, Tricesta, Tricesta. If you're listening to us this morning, go ahead and post in the comments how you pronounce that name there. And we got Lowry, Scraper. This area rotation here in northern Cherokee County as it moves across the area. Put that into motion, you can see how that area rotation, it's kind of broadening out here on the latest scan, but it might be just we're getting into those hills of northern Cherokee County and the radar's not able to depict what's going on. But you see, we did have a pretty good couplet as it passed there north of Pegs. Here's that's rotations trying to recirculate itself, pushing itself up this line, which is what we see accustomed to this. As it rotates through, it'll try rotating up the line. Area rotation broadening out. Teresita. Is that how that's pronounced? We'll go with Teresita. Here in northern Cherokee County, south of Rose. As it moves through this northern part of Cherokee County, if you're in this area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. Liberty, Lowry, Scraper. Like I said, this is all associated with a line of storms. Now we do have another tornado warning down here in northeastern McIntosh County until 6:45, 4 miles north of Stidham, moving east at 40 miles an hour. See what we can see maybe from the Fort Smith radar. This area rotation right here is what they're looking at. See the greens coming in, the reds pushing towards it. Just to the south of Choctaw, it's going to be right there near the I-40 line. This area here. Right in this area. So if we can put some highways on there for you. Just joining us here near the Choctaw area. I know we have a lot of listeners in that area, viewers. Got this area rotation that was more defined as it was in the Stenham area, and now as you see, they've adjusted it back to the more to the eastern, northeastern McIntosh County. This area rotation right here, passing just between Choctaw and Eufaula on Highway 69. Switch over here to another product. You can see this line here. This whole line of storms reaching from the Oklahoma Missouri border and Kansas all the way down near Duncan. We also have this area. A lot of energy. See all the lightning strikes. Let's switch back and take a look at this area rotation now near up here near northern Cherokee County. Just north of Lowry. You see this area rotation here. Still got tornado warning for northern Cherokee County until 6:45. You can see that rotation right there. North, like I said, north of Lowry. Moving due east right across northern Cherokee County. Well, more defined rotation. Back down the line here near Chakota. Stenham. That area rotation appears to be broadened out, not seen as defined. If you're in northern Adair County, southern Mayes County, you might be watching this cell here as you might need to be taking your tornado precautions and preparing as this moves into your area. Still got quite the definition here. This back here near McIntosh County, less defined as that cell's moving towards Warner, Parham. It's broadened out. We have a thunderstorm warning here, 70-mile-an-hour winds possible. Might have to watch this here and just to the southwest or southeast of Muskogee for possible trying to rotate here in that area. But definitely, if you're in this area, you want to be paying attention to this storm. Still watching this area rotation right here in northern Cherokee County as it's coming across the area. Very tight rotation right here, northwest of Scraper, Chewy, Oaks. If you're between Oaks and Scraper, you definitely be taking your tornado precautions as this line has been moving across the county here for the last 20 minutes. You should have been taking your tornado precautions, giving you well a heads up. We'll see if they extend this into Delaware and Adair County, which I assume is possible with this area rotation here in northern Cherokee County. Going back here, looking at this area south of Choctaw, between Choctaw and Eufaula, Chakota, sorry, not Choctaw, Chakota. Moving through the area. Going back down the line here. Still watching this area rotation in northern Cherokee County. Say northern Cherokee County, just north of Scraper. This area rotation seems to be tightening up, trying to produce a tornado. And there it is. We figured they were going to extend that tornado warning for southern Delaware County, northern Adair County, here between Scraper and Oaks. As this line moves across the area, Flint Creek, Dripping Springs, West Siloam Springs, Watts. People are waking up to tornado sirens as this line continues to move to the east at 35 miles an hour. Zoom back out, see any additional areas here near southwest city, west of southeast of Grove, northeast of J. Strong rotations still in northern Cherokee County, getting ready to move into southern Adair County, northern Adair County, southern Delaware County. This tornado warning here between Eufaula and Chakota, moving east now at 55 miles an hour along this line here. Not near the defined rotation as we have up here in northern Cherokee County. This here will take this tornado warning to the Oklahoma-Kansas border. West Siloam, Watt, just south of Kansas along 412 between Oaks, Flint Creek, Dripping Springs State Park. If you're camping out there for the weekend, definitely be taking your tornado precautions. This looks like it's going to pass just to the north and west of Chewy, heading towards Flint Creek, Dripping Springs. If you're in this tornado warning, you need to be taking your tornado precautions as this line moves to the east at 40 miles an hour. As with all tornado warnings, if you're in a mobile home type structure, RV, any of that, you need to seek stronger and more stable structures. And if you have shelter available, please seek that. Gonna be waking up to tornado sirens in this area as this line of storms moves out of northern Cherokee County into northern Adair and southern Delaware County. We'll have to keep a watch on this. Not seeing any real extension of rotation down here into McIntosh County. Right now, the main area of concern is this as it's moving into Adair County. Still watching this area rotation just as it moves over Cherokee and Adair counties. Just south of the town of Kansas. Zooming back in here. Just north of Chewy, Flint Creek, Dripping Springs. If you're in this area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. We've been watching this area rotation as it moved out of Mays County and tracked all the way across northern Cherokee County, now moving into northern Adair County. Southern Delaware County. This area rotation Moving east at 30, 40 miles an hour. Right here is that area rotation moving into northern Adair County, south of Flint Creek, Dripping Springs, West Siloam, Watts. If you're in this polygon area, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. If you hear any of those towns near you, you need to definitely be. If you're in Dripping Springs State Park, definitely need to be taking tornado precautions. As you can see, this area rotation here, northern Adair, southern Delaware counties, moving across the area, south of Flint Creek, real close to the Flint Creek area, Dripping Springs. If anybody's in Dripping Springs State National State Park for the weekend, definitely be taking your tornado precautions as this area rotation is tracking through that area. Zooming back out here, checking down the line. They're going to allow this area tornado warning near Horham to expire. Watch for redevelopment here along I-40 near Vian. Going back up here right now, our main focus is this area rotation here. It's been tracking across northern Cherokee County, now into northern Delaware or southern Delaware County, northern Adair County, as it's moving across this area here, heading towards Flint Creek, Dripping Springs State Park, West Siloam Springs. So area rotation right here we're watching. This area rotation right now here right along the Delaware Adair County line. Watching this area right here as it's moving to the east at 40 miles an hour. Flint Creek, Dripping Springs. Definitely be taking your tornado precautions if you're within this polygon area. Now they have moved northern Cherokee County out of this tornado warning. Now it's just southern Delaware County, northern Adair County as this line moves through the area. Watching this area here near Porham, Stigler, Whitefield, right in here. Another area of concern. Still part of this tornado warning, northern McIntosh County, northeastern McIntosh County. Let's put this into motion, see if we can get any area rotation in that. Tough to see. Just because of its distance from the radar and those hills there in eastern Oklahoma. This area right here, we're definitely having to watch for a possible spin up. 70-mile-an-hour winds. McIntosh, Haskell County, southeast Muskogee County. This tornado warning is set to expire at 6:45. Imagine as this cell moves past that area, they will allow it to expire. Looking back up here near Siloam Springs, this area rotation. Get a little closer radar look. See this area rotation right here, right along the Adair Delaware County line, just between Flint Creek and Dripping Springs. It's the area we're watching for a possible tornado within this line, stretching all the way from the Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas border, all the way down towards Ada, Duncan, down that way. Right now we are on air because of this tornado warning, northern Adair County, southern Delaware County. Area rotations kind of broadened out, but is still distinctive on the radar. So if you're in this area, Dripping Springs, you should have been taking your tornado precautions. West Siloam, all this area north to the west of West Siloam Springs, need to be taking your tornado precautions. If you live in this area here, zooming back out. If you're just joining us, we're watching this area rotation here. Northern Adair County, Southern Delaware County. Just near the Dripping Springs State Park. This line continues to move to the east at 40 miles an hour. This area rotation started way back here in Mayes County, tracked its way across northern Cherokee County, now is moving right along the Delaware Adair County line as it's moving into the Arkansas area. Moving further down the line here, see we now have another tornado warning just near between Eufaula and McAllister, northwest of Wilburton. This area rotation right here near Lake Eufaula, moving into this mountainous region near Wilburton. Take a look at it from another radar site. You can see this area rotation right here as it's moving across this northern Pittsburg County, Haskell County, and Latimer County, right across this area here. Right now, this area rotation near the town of Crowder, moving, what they say this was moving at east at 35 miles an hour across northern Pittsburg County, west of Quinton, as it moves across this part of the state, Haskell County, Latimer County. You guys definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. If you're in this area, Roberts Cave State Park could be impacted from this rotation. Take your tornado precautions now. Zooming in here. Look at some of these towns. Bristow Point, right there is where that area rotation is. Featherston, Russellville, Quinton, Blocker. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Still watching this area here near Porham. See if they're going to extend this tornado warning for this area as well. Back up here. Switch back to this radar site. Still got a defined area rotation here right along the Adair Delaware County line as it's moving into West Siloam Springs. Currently watching 3 tornado warnings. This one here is will be allowed to expire as this area rotation here looks like now just south of Porham, northwest of Whitefield, Stigler. If you're in this vicinity, you're not currently under a tornado warning, but you need to be paying attention to this storm and prepared to take tornado precautions in the event that this does spin up. A lot of times we can't see what these storms are doing, and they can spin up real quickly. Switch back over here, Fort Smith radar. You can see this area rotation that we're talking about here in southern Muskogee County. As it moves here into Haskell County. Still back over here with this tornado warning in northern Pittsburg County, right near the Lake Eufaula. If you're in this area, Definitely be watching these two areas of rotation. We'll see if they issue it around the Lake Eufaula area, west of Quinton. If you're in this part of near Lake Eufaula, definitely be taking your tornado precautions. If you're in any mobile type structure, mobile home, RV, need to be finding a permanent structured shelter, preferably a certified tornado shelter if available. This area rotation seems to be tightening up here near Porham. We'll see if they're going to issue a tornado warning for that. Moving back up near West Siloam Springs, that area rotation still quite defined on the radar. West Siloam Springs, just south east of Dripping Springs. This area rotation moving across the area. They've extended this severe thunderstorm warning, 70-mile-an-hour winds associated with this line here as it's moving into Arkansas. So if you're still in that West Siloam area between West Siloam and Watts, definitely be taking your tornado precautions. It wouldn't be a bad idea if you live in the Siloam Springs area, be taking your tornado precautions as they might be extending this tornado warning as it moves into Arkansas. Moving further down the line now near Stigler, here's that very rotation that we were talking about. They did issue a tornado warning for southern Muskogee County, northern Haskell County. So we have two cells coming through into Haskell County. We have this line coming out of Pittsburg County. Near it looks southwest of Quinton, moving in towards northern Latimer County, southern Haskell County, with this line here near Lake Eufaula. As we move up back up here near northern Haskell County, southern Muskogee County, we have this area rotation between Porham and Whitefield. Definitely be taking your tornado precautions if you're in Haskell County. You have two different cells with tornado possible rotation indicated by radar. You'd be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area. Zooming back out, we'll switch over to the Fort Smith radar site. You can see that area rotation right here, just as it's getting ready to cross into northern Haskell County, southern Muskogee County, right along this line. This area rotation here, northern McIntosh County, near Lake Eufaula, tracking more to the southeast. If you're in Featherston, you better be taking your tornado precautions as this area moves across the state. Quinton, Russellville, Louisville, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Back down here near Porham, Whitefield, Stigler, trying to keep everybody updated as what these rotations are doing. The area rotation near West Siloam Springs, still defined. If you're in that Siloam Springs area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. You're not currently under a tornado warning, but there is that rotation still possible for a tornado to develop at any time, right along the Oklahoma Arkansas border, right near West Siloam Springs. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions as that line moves through the area. back near Stigler, Whitefield, this area rotation right in here, southern Muskogee counties. Moving back down here towards Pittsburg County. Got this area rotation. Northern Pittsburg County as it's moving through. You definitely see now that that area rotation looks to be right along the Muskogee-Haskell County line, just to the northeast of Whitefield in northern Haskell County. As this cell moves through northern Haskell County, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Still got this area rotation, northern McIntosh County, or northern Pittsburg County, pardon me, as it moves across the area. McIntosh, Haskell, Latimer counties. You're under a tornado warning until 7:30. Watching this area rotation right here as it crosses into Haskell County, as well as this rotation here in northern Pittsburg County or northern Pittsburg County, moving towards Latimer and Haskell County near the town of Quinton. Zoom in here. If you're in the town of Featherston, you're being impacted by this rotation, whether it's on the ground or not. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions in this area. Back up here near Stigler, Whitefield. This area rotation moving across the area. Now in northern Haskell, central Haskell County. And we just had another tornado warning issued here near Vian, right along I-40. Carlisle, Vian, Pinhook Corner. If you're in this area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time. We have four tornado warnings along this line as it's moving across the state. Appears that area rotation is now into Arkansas and Siloam Springs area. Switch over to Tulsa site. You see that area rotation's moved into Arkansas in the Siloam Springs area, Benton County, Washington County. Looks like they're going to allow that to, they're determining whether they're going to extend that or not. Moving back down here near Vian, back to area rotation here near Vian. Vian, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. Marble City, Sallisaw, definitely need to be taking tornado precautions at this time as this line of storms capable of producing a tornado is moving your way. Back down here near Stigler, line of northern or central Haskell County, near Stigler, Garland. If you're in this area, Red Hill, Iron Bridge, Katota, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions as this area rotation, although not strong right now on radar, could re-strengthen and produce a tornado. Back down here near Lake Eufaula and Quinton, this area rotation's really tightening up in northeastern Pittsburg County as it's moving into Haskell, and Latimer counties, just to the south and west of Quinton. This area rotation right in here, just passed over the Featherston area as it's moving east southeast at 50 miles an hour. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're north of Wilburton, near the town of Quinton, Kenta, any of these areas here. Need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time. Back up here near Vian, tight area rotation. Could produce a tornado at any time if you're in this area. Marble City, Sallisaw, Vian, if you're within that triangle, definitely need to be taking your tornado cautions. Dwight, Mission, Pinhook, Corner, McKee, Harrison. If you're in that polygon, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. Moving back down here into central Haskell County, near Stigler. Area rotation passing just to the north of Stigler along this line. Garland. Over here near Pittsburg County. We have this area rotation to the southwest of Quinton, moving to the east southeast, moving it towards the Latimer Haskell County line, right along in Pittsburg County. If you're in that Roberts Cave area, definitely be taking your tornado precautions at this time. Haskell County right here near Stigler. Watching this area rotation. You can see this area rotation all across this line. They're going to allow this tornado warning to expire for northern Adair County, southern Delaware County. So we will be focusing on right now these areas here to the south. Vian, Sallisaw, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. This area rotation as it's moving across the area. If you're here in Haskell County near the town of Stigler, got this area rotation that could produce a tornado at any time. Moving through the area. These cells may become rain wrapped and you will not see any rotation. Switching over here. You see this little notch here, little notch here. This rotation near Vian was likely rain wrap, as it's not as defined as with all this noise here, this rain coming in. But if we go back here, look at it in velocities, you definitely see that area rotation right in here near now east of Stigler. This area rotation is moving into Latimer County, moving to the south and east and southeast, right near the Pittsburgh-Latimer County line, just south of Quinton. Zooming back out here, check the rest of the state. Got these 3 tornado warnings right now. This has been an observed tornado confirmed on the ground near the town of Vian. Locations: Brushy Lake State Park, Sallisaw, Brushy, McKee, Roland, Cottonwood, Vian, Marble City, Muldrow, Short, Gaines, Interstate I-40 between mile markers 291 and 324. If you're in this area, you need definitely be taking your tornado precautions. It's a radar confirmed tornado. A confirmed tornado was located over Vian, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area, especially along I-40. Radar indicated rotation still through Haskell County. Back over here in Sequoyah County, we do have an observed tornado confirmed on the ground as it passed near Vian. If you're in this sector near I-40 between Vian and Sallisaw, definitely be taking your tornado precautions. Marble City, Sallisaw, Vian, McKay, Pinhook Corner right now. You should all be taking your tornado precautions. Seven Oaks, Akins, Brushy, all need to be taking your tornado precautions as this line moves to the east at 50 miles an hour. Back here into Haskell County near Stigler, we still have this area rotation to the east, to the west of Iron Bridge, moving through the area. Area rotation now right along the Pittsburgh Latimer County line, just south of the Haskell County line, near Roberts Cave. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area. This area rotation real tightening up between Vian and Salsaw. You need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area. If you're in a mobile home, RV, need to seek shelter, more stable area, sturdy structure. You see this area rotation starting to really tighten up right here. Moving down the line, you can see this area rotation and Haskell County, east of Stigler. Watching this rotation here. As this area rotation also moving into northern Latimer County, right along the Latimer County, Haskell County line, north of Wilburton, Roberts Cave, your Roberts Cave State Park. You should have been taking your tornado precautions. So we've been tracking this storm as it's moving through Pittsburgh County, town of Red Oak, Wilburton. If you're over here in the Red Oak, northern Latimer County, definitely be taking tornado precautions. You're not under a tornado warning at this time, but this storm can produce a tornado at any time. They just extended that tornado warning now for all of northern Latimer County, as well as southwestern Leflore County. Your tornado precautions right now if you're in the town of Red Oak, north of Tallahena. West of Heavener. Definitely be taking your tornado precautions in this area. Area rotation near Haskell County, near Keota. Back up here into Sequoia County, near Sallisaw. Area rotation. This has been an observed tornado, now not including the towns of Ian as it's moving across the area. Looks like it's going past just to the north of Sallisaw. Put this in rotation here. Definitely see that area rotation right there. Zooming back out. This area rotation in west central, eastern central Haskell County as it's moving across that area near Keota. This area here near north of Wilburton, moving to the east southeast near Red Oak. Watching these three areas here, you can see along this line. If you're in that Sand Springs, Benton, Washington County, that area rotation has weakened and no longer a threat. Mainly now just strong winds moving through that area. Taking a look at the lightning on this line here. Lots of energy associated with this line as it's moving across the state. Back over here, went ahead and put the highways on this so we can see right here just south of Highway 9. They extended this tornado warning just south of Keota as it moves here into northern Leflore County. This area rotation right here along Highway 9. This is moving towards Panama, Shady Point. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Booksy, Spiro. Definitely be taking tornado precautions if you're in this area. Moving back up here near Sallisaw, just north of I-40. See this area rotation. Quite defined. Moving through the area, Highway 59. Just crossing over it. Back here near Wilburton, just past Wilburton's Roberts Cave State Park. Here north east of Wilburton, moving towards the town of Red Oak. If you're in the town of Red Oak, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time. Hard for the radar to see through all these hills, but this could be producing a tornado at any time. If you're north of Sallisaw, here in Sequoyah County, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. See these areas of rotation right here in eastern Haskell County. Tornado warning still in effect for Sequoyah County, just north of Salsa. This has been an observed tornado. It has produced a tornado just by the city of Vian. Now moving northeast of Salisaw. Zoom in here. See this area rotation that we're talking about. Dropping back down here near Kyoto. Got just south of Highway 9, we got area rotation as it's leaving Haskell County, moving into northern Leflore County. If you're in this section of northern Leflore County, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions anywhere along this Highway 9, Brookshire, Panama, Spiro. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions as this line is moving to the east southeast. At near 60 miles an hour is what they're projecting the speed of this storm. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions now. You won't see this if it produces a tornado. You will not see it. It's going to be rain wrapped. Moving back down here near Wilburton, this area rotation's broadened out, but it might be just the way the radar's seeing it in those hills. Definitely still need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in the town of Red Oak. Anywhere along Highway 270, take your tornado precautions. Still watching this area rotation. Real defined now on the radar near Salisaw. Got 3 tornado warnings, as you can see, right here on the eastern part of the state. North, northeast of Salisaw, area rotation, just south of the Highway 101. This line of storms moving almost due east here near 45 miles an hour. If you're in that area north of I-40, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. community of Seven Oaks, Maple, Atkins, Akins, Long. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area. Area rotation. This has been an observed tornado as it passed through the town of Vian, now moving east at 45 miles an hour. If you're in this area here, Akins, Long, Maple, Liberty, Blackjack, Remy, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Here in Haskell County, I'm sorry, this is Sequoia County. Back down here in Haskell County, this area rotation is just about to move out of Haskell County into northern LaFour County, just south of Highway 9, moving across at 50 to 60 miles an hour. Tough for the radar to see down here into Latimer County. This area rotation still defined Latimer County near the town of Red Oak, moving east southeast at 45 miles an hour. If you're over here in the eastern part or western part of LaFour County, Somerville, Fanchey, Caskin, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. We're watching this area right here, just to the west of Red Oak, as it's moving east southeast at 45 miles an hour. Moving back up here near Cartersville in eastern Haskell County. Got area rotation right near near Cartersville, moving into northern LaFleur County along Highway 9. Looks like it's going to pass just to the north of Brooksea, Cold Creek, Panama, Bedwell. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Ward, Sunset Corner, any of these areas. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions as this could produce a tornado at any time. Moving back up here near Sallisaw in Sequoia County, north of Henson, east of Seven Oaks, moving towards Maple. This area rotation moving across the Sequoia County. Watching this area right in here, moving across Sequoia County. Try and keep everybody updated. This line here now, almost right along the county line near Cartersville, moving into LaFour County. Line of storms continuing moving east out of the state. We still do have these 3 tornado warnings for northern Latimer County into central LaFleur County. Now this area rotation moving all the way into northern LaFleur County. two separate cells. If you're in the northern part of Leflore County, you definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Northern Latimer County, central Leflore County, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions as this line's moving right along Highway 270. We also have this line up here in Sequoia County, just south of 101, near the town of Maple. Long. Definitely be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area. This did produce a tornado near the town of Vian as it's moving across the Sequoia County. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Now they have removed Haskell County out of the tornado warning as that cell now just north of Booksy. It'll cross in a northern Leflore County, moving east-southeast right along Highway 9 near towns of Booksy, Panama. Zoom in here. Coal Creek, right there along Highway 31, Highway 59, Ward, Sunset Corner. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. Stony Point, Spiro, anybody in that area need to be taking your tornado precautions. Still watching this one here in Sequoia County near Maple. Area rotation right along 270 just to the west of Red Oak. If you're in this part of Latimer County, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions near Red Oak as it moves into Leflore County. Fanshawe, Leflore, Somerville. Definitely need to be taking your tornado. Denham, Hughes. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions as this line's moving east southeast. Right now, just to the west of Red Oak, passing over Highway 270. Now the tornado warning here for Sequoia County is now extended into parts of Arkansas, Fort Smith, Van Buren, northern parts, including parts of the I-40 interstate, Van Buren, Roland. This area rotation right here, near the town of Maple, Long, Liberty. All of these areas need to be taking your tornado precautions. You see this area rotation right here, right near the town of Maple, moving across the area. Sebastian and Crawford counties into Arkansas. If you have friends or family over there in that Arkansas area, let them know that this was a confirmed tornado as it passed through Vian. So far, we have no other confirmations, but it could produce a tornado at any time. Here in central Sequoia County, just near the town of Maple, Liberty, Long, Still watching this here in LaFleur County. It kind of revamped the tornado warning to include as this shifts right along Highway 9, just to the north and west of Panama, south of Ward, Sunset Corner, Stony Point. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area between Highway 31 and Highway 9. Town of Spiro. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions. This area near Red Oak still has a tornado warning. Tough for the radar to get the signature of this rotation. They're still expecting it right here near south of Red Oak, moving east southeast into LaFleur County. Right in here. Bangle, LaFleur, definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in this area. You have LaFleur County, northern Latimer County. It's that area rotation right in there. We'll continue to stay with this until it moves out of our state. As you can see, they have removed some of the severe thunderstorm watch for this part of the area. Definitely, if you're in this area, northern LaFleur County, you need to be taking your tornado precautions right in here near Panama, Coal Creek, Sunset Corner. Area rotation could produce a tornado at any time. You need to be taking your tornado precautions. Here we are near Maple. Area rotation right here between Maple and Long, just crossing over Highway 64B as it moves through Sequoia County, covering 3 different tornado warnings right now for you. Back here south of Red Oak, area rotation crossing over Highway 82 near the town of Red Oak. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions as well. Anyone in this area. Okay, if you're still with us, got this tornado warning for LaFleur County. Looks like that rotation is kind of dissipating, as well as this rotation here in western or eastern Latimer County, western LaFleur County. Still kind of got some strong winds associated with this. Tough for the radar to see right here, Highway 270 and Highway 271 is to the southeast of Red Oak. Back up here near in Sequoia County, just north of Roland. Area rotation right here, moving across the state, moving across the county, moving into Arkansas, just north of Fort Smith. Sirens are sounding in Fort Smith, but the area rotation just north of I-40, getting ready to cross into Arkansas here, into I think this is Crawford County. Yeah, southwestern Crawford County. Just as it's moving across the state, right near the state border. See the road network and everything here. Just to the north of Dora Greenwood. Still watching this area rotation right in here. It's been a busy morning here at Oklahoma News and Weather Network. Tracking, still have 3 tornado warnings. This one here in northern LaFleur County looks to have been losing its rotation, becoming disorganized. Now mainly switched to this 60-mile-an-hour wind. Still have tornado possible, as it might be trying to cycle right in here just to the west or east of Panama, Rock Island, Cameron, right in this area. Could still see a possible spin up as part of this tornado warning. Still watching this area rotation right here, just to the north and west of Fort Smith near I-40. If you're in this area, you definitely still need to be taking your tornado precautions. Moving into the Dripping Springs, Arkansas area, Rena, north of Van Buren. Definitely need to be taking your tornado precautions if you're in that area. Back down here near Red Oak, western LaFleur County. Still watching this area here, just to the right near LaFleur, the town of LaFleur in LaFleur County, west of Summerfield. Possible rotation right here could produce a tornado at any time. So zooming back out down the line here. These are the 3 tornado warnings we are currently watching as they move through the state. As I was saying, it's been a busy morning here, Oklahoma News and Weather Network, as this line of storms moved its way across the state. As you see, they've now allowed that northern LaFleur County to be canceled, replaced with a thunderstorm warning. This will be going away as data updates. Still watching this area here, north, right along the Oklahoma Arkansas border in Sequoia County, north of I-40. This line moving through. Zoom back out here. And so it typical Oklahoma weather here. Just as one storm moves out, we have additional showers trying to develop back over here near the Oklahoma Texas line. Kind of a prediction of what we expect to see here coming up. Going back here now to live radar. We just have this one tornado warning right here in Osage in Sequoyah County. Switch back here to the Fort Smith site. Looks like that area rotation is now moved into Arkansas and northern Van Buren. If you have anybody in this area, let them know. But as this threat is moved out of the state of Oklahoma, we'll end this live broadcast and we'll keep you advised if any additional storms develop within the state of Oklahoma. Thank you for tuning into the Oklahoma News and Weather Network.